It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Jets and the Steelers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Fields. That's Porter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Finds Pickens out right. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called out again this week.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere, the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
On play action, Rodgers. No, and that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. On play action, it's Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
It certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. On play action, Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun to about the 35, second down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Here's Fields. He gets this one to Johnson. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Third and 2, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That's swung out wide to Harris. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
A waste of time.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. It's brought in by Harris. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
To the air again, Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw, Fields. He finds his man Johnson. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Fields now to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Justin Fields. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
vision right there outside of the pocket. You got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return is Xavier Gibson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 24 now, here's a second down and 9. On second down, a run with Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And check down, complete to Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. Now Rodgers. From the left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On first down, it's Fields. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Meanwhile, Fields thrown into the hands of Pickens. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good edge scheme going.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. The Bills locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 3 touchdown passes in that one for Justin Herbert. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Tua Tagovailoa leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. The Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare... point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And this they'll start the drive with Harris. Oh, he sheds himself free. Still fighting for more. Still on his feet. Off to the races. Najee Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. Halfway to 100 now. Career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. Room past the 35. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. He's on his way. Breece Hall. Touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And shutting him down at the 40. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Fields throw complete to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers 1st down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
A dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
They're going to be stacked up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On play action, now Rodgers.
He finds Wilson.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg.
Going right back to Wilson.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
2nd and 6 coming up.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Mike Williams.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
So now the Steelers down 28-24. A minute 54 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Here's Fields.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
Here's 1st down. All eyes on Fields. That swung out wide to Harris.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Rodgers to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Back to throw. Rodgers. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Jets,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.